Hello everyone, Jurassic Man here, and today we're going to be doing another review, well, not another review, but another review for the others review list. It is the NECA Warrior Predator from the Alien vs Predator game. I don't know much about the arcade game, however I do like how this Predator looks, and this is probably the only other Predator that was available other than the I think it was called the Enforcer Predator. I don't know. We'll look at that later. But for now, this is my first NECA figure that is part of the Predator line. Because I only have 2 NECA figures from the Godzilla line, and I got 1 NECA figure from Pacific Rim. And they're all pretty great for me. But I never managed to get a Predator or an Alien figure. I really wanted an Alien figure. I saw the battle damage ones, and I saw the pink version that comes with this Predator, this toy series line. But I didn't like those. I mean, one of them is just exploding head, and the other one is, well, pink. I never actually heard of a pink alien before, but I guess that's the saying now. But yeah, this is one of them 3 Predators that comes in this exclusive line, and I found this in my trip to Target. So, I was a bit surprised when I noticed that Target is now selling NECA figures, and Walmart is also selling those Bandai Godzilla figures, but NECA I would get better because NECA is quality from what I see. So yeah, this guy is in a 7-inch range, or 8-inch I think. I don't really know much about the NECA's range on figures, but I can tell you that they look really nice. I really do. Now this Predator figure is probably a repaint from many other Predator figures that's been out for many years. Because NECA had a huge line with these guys for a long time. And I really love how sculpted it is and how detailed they look. Especially with the coloration on this. Maybe a bit of wash to it, but it's alright. This Predator figure is really well articulated. It has a swivel on the hips on this leg. This one doesn't want to work for some reason. I'm gonna try heating that up later. It has 2 joints on the knees so you can get that position. It also has a ball joint in the foot, which is really cool, meaning you can pull it any way. It also has a hip swivels. It arches back and forth a bit. Not much on the side to side, however the torso part does do that a little. There's very little mobility on the neck, mainly because if I move it a bit too much, this will fall off. Articulation on the arms, however, are really nice. You can really get them to many different poses. It's very much the same as that of the legs. It's the same points of articulations along with the swivel right here. They also have hands that are on a bit of a ball joint. I don't know what you exactly call them, but they have. Now I know that Predator figures come with interchangeable hands. This one does not. It comes with everything you see here, plus a gun. I never really noticed that Predators need guns, but I guess they do. It's for the arcade, I guess, because melee combat is something they could do. But in a game like that, I'm pretty sure you need a gun. So yeah, this is a really cool looking Predator. I never played the arcade games. In fact, I never played any of these series games. But I do gotta say, if I did have a chance to, I would probably pick this guy because it looks like a really cool figure. I mean, the only other one was a gray one, which I kind of like better because it looks more like the natural Predator looks we have. But you know, it's alright. Comes with this accessory, a large staff. I'm not gonna take it out of his hand because his hand is really hard to move and hurtful because my fingernails, or it would go underneath my fingernails, the very sharp plastic. And that's another thing about NECA figures, is that they're really sharp on some of their edges. But yeah, this staff or sword you would like to call it is really nice. It looks very cartoony. I guess it tries to capitalize on that retro style it has. It also has one of these weapons from the second movie that I remember. And it looks like it attaches here, but I don't know how to do that. And if it doesn't attach there, it's kind of weird how it just looks like that. But yeah, there's a little slide right here where you can stick the that thing in there. And I don't know why, I think it might have been a dream or something, but I could have sworn there was a holster right here but I guess there wasn't. But yeah, the head does come with a little gun. It's a pretty nice standard looking gun. It's pretty cool. I do gotta say that. It's kind of flexible, which makes it a bit easier for these guys to hold it. But yeah. It also comes with those shoulder mounts rockets like that they have in the movies. However, I am sorry to say, but when I got this guy out of his thing, or his package, the little thing fell off, and I don't know how to put it back in. I think there was a little something in here between these that connected this, but it would have connected somewhere like this. It doesn't look like I have a lot of articulation. It looks like it has a bulge right up here, but it's not really. So if anything, it just goes up and down. It looks like sometimes the point, I think when I got it, it looks like it's pointing directly at the back of his head, which in my honesty does not look that good. But yeah, little complaints is that I remember seeing a lot of these figures, I don't know what you call it. I'm just gonna call it chainmail for easy memory, or netting. That the netting, it's colored. This one isn't. So there's no coloring on this netting, nor on the claws and on both the hands and feet. I could have sworn these got out. You could take these out to go forward, but I think that's just memory from the AVP movies. But yeah, the coloration on this is pretty natural. Not a lot of details, since there's not a lot of color details like the other figures I've seen. But overall, I really like the look of this figure. Compared to other NECA figures I have, they're probably like around this range, but they're really, really good. NECA's a really good company, and I don't care what anyone says about it, because they really look good. And I genuinely do hope to see more coming out from NECA. I mean, they got a lot of range of figures. They got a lot of horror movie figures. They got the It movies. They got the Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, Friday the 13th, Predator, Alien. I'm pretty sure all you guys know all this stuff by now from NECA, and they're really cool. I mean, they got even new stuff coming out, especially for the new Godzilla movie. They're finally gonna add another monster that isn't Godzilla, because the whole range was just Godzilla. They're finally adding Mothra, and I really like that design. It's very unique and probably a bit fitting on the universe, since giant insects like the Mutos fit well with the new Mothra design. So you gotta take that for granted, if you a little bit of salt. But yeah, this is the NECA Predator. I really got nothing to say here, because it looks really nice compared to a lot of collection of figures I have in this whole thing. This is one of those nice figures that just tops out everything because of how well detailed it looks. So I guess you guys want some comparisons. So here's a comparison on the recently reviewed Albertosaurus. You can see how massive this predator is. This warrior predator is pretty big. And here's a scaled up with a 4-inch figure, Dr. Ian Malcolm. And you get a sense of scale on how big this predator is. One thing I do wish I don't like about this figure is that the head does not come off. I mean, the mask doesn't. I've seen pictures of the mask ones coming off, but I'm guessing those are just different variant or deluxe size. So there's that. So I hope you guys like this pretty short review. I really have nothing much to say with this predator figure other than it looks really good. So if I had to recommend it, I don't know much about the NECA collecting line, but I really do like it, so I would recommend it. And I would give it a 5 out of 5 because of how amazingly detailed and articulated it looks. You can really get this guy into many different poses, but I can't really do that because I can't think of any good poses to give it. But yeah. You can find this in Target, I think. I don't know any of the stores, but they sell it for a whopping $26. That is insane compared to what I got from Toys R Us with the Godzilla figures. That was just $20. I guess these guys are much more avid nowadays. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this review. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys on the next review on this guy.